Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Tony Awards.
I know.
Tell me what this means to you.
Everything. That's what I said to somebody before. I said, in a word, everything. I feel so honored and I feel so blessed to get to do the work that I love to do. And then on top of it, I get to be honored by my peers and to be here in New York and to be on Broadway and to get to work with this amazing team that I'm working with in Lombardi. And this is the cherry on the sundae. This is really extraordinary. I think I'm still a little bit in shock about it too. I'm trying to come present in my body. And for me, I just wish that my whole team was nominated. You know, you don't do these things alone. You cannot do them alone. I mean, I couldn't be doing this without Thomas Kail, our director, and Dan Lauria, and all my guys in the show. I mean, you know, Bill Dawes and Rob Riley and Chris Sullivan and Keith Nobbs. I mean, you just cannot do this by yourself. And Eric Simonson, our extraordinary playwright, and David Marinus, who wrote this amazing book that they took the play from. It's called When Pride Still Mattered. And so to get to be with this team and this team of producers, to think of bringing sports and theater and meshing them, nobody thought we would be running this long. Nobody. So it's been an incredible journey.
Talk about this beautiful woman you get to play.
Marie Lombardi was really an extraordinary person, and she had a personality that was equally large because she had to, because she lived with Vince. She was never going to be the little woman who was going to follow her man to Green Bay. This was a woman who believed in the vision that the man she loved had, and she wanted to support that. So when he became the king of Green Bay, she became the queen of Green Bay. She was not retiring into the background. She was there to support. But whenever the players had a problem with Vince, they went to Marie. So to play a woman with that kind of stature and a very dry sense of humor, with a lot of emotional pain underneath because of what she had to give up in order to support this man's vision, it's an incredibly rich role that I'm very grateful to get to play.
You so embody her. You are Marie Lombardi. So my next question for you is, at what point during the process did you say, I have her, I've got a grasp on her now, I am Marie Lombardi?
That's a complicated question, and it's a very good question. There was process along the way. I remember when I first started working on The Voice. So things were being put into play all the time, and I did a lot of work on my own, just the process of thinking about her and reading David's book. And I chose not to listen to any of the tapes that they gave me on her or any of the video that they had on her. And I asked Thomas Kail and Eric Simonson, and I said, can I just, because I don't want to do an impersonation of her, and I don't want to do a caricature of her, and I'm afraid I might. So might I just do what comes as we're in rehearsal with the work on my own and see where it goes? So then one day in rehearsal, I have no idea where this came from, I started walking differently. And I said, okay, you guys, Eric Simonson said to me, you're walking differently. And I said, is that okay? And he said, yes, I like it. And Tommy just kept an eye on me. So it was progressive as to how she came into my body. And I feel that I have to get in touch with her and recreate her for every performance. So I never feel like I have her. It is only in the moment when I first rise from that living room set and begin talking to Keith Nobbs and then continue talking to Dan Lauria that I experience it afterwards, that I have had her in my body.